What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to episode 77 of my FIFA 13 Road to Gold Around the World series. Welcome back guys. In the last episode we just finished with the second Bundesliga squad and put everyone up for selling, and now we're moving on to the Bundesliga, which is going to be fairly interesting because we've got 150k to spare. And hopefully we can make a fairly nice team. I was thinking of formations to actually go and play, and I decided to go with the 4-3-3 because I play fairly well with the 4-3-3, and I haven't used it in a long time, so I just decided to go back and see what I can do. But we're going to start off with picking up Felipe Santana, the Brazilian centre-back who now plays for FC Schalke, I believe. And I actually picked up his Borussia card just because it was a better price and it had more contracts and stuff like that. And it was a better deal, so I just decided to go with that one. Then moving on to my second centre-back, I now go and pick up his actual teammate, should I say, Matip, the Cameroon centre-back, who now actually plays... Well, the inform player here, and I actually pick up the inform one, 79 rated. He's got 74 pace, I believe, 81 defending, and 82 heading. And I actually go and pick up this 15k one here, and which was a fairly decent buy, I believe, in the wrong formation. But if I can get a decent deal with these inform cards, I'll pick them up in the wrong formation. I don't really mind, so I'll go and pick them up. So we've got two defenders. We then go and pick up our left back, which is going to be Alaba, probably the best left back in the Bundesliga, and then for the right back, we go and pick up Piszczek, the Borussia right back, and I actually made kind of a mistake in actually buying him. At the time, 6,000 was probably like the cheapest you could pick him up for, and then I went and resold him a bit later on in the series, and mainly because I needed to update him. He had low fitness and contract, and it was just cheaper to resell him and get a new card, and I actually sold him for a lot less. So it's probably a bad move, but it's probably the time I bought him, and maybe there's just not much of him on the market, so his price obviously goes up. And now the team of the week's come out, more and more players are on the market, and players have decreased in price quite a bit. So I'm not looking forward to selling this team, I can tell you that, guys. But we go and put up the centre mids, and we go and pick up Gundogan, another Borussia player, fantastic player, and very, very cheap, good, well, 2,000 odd coins in the 4-3-3, which is a fairly decent buy. And 4-3-3 is going to be a bit more expensive than other formations, mainly because it's a fairly decent formation, and kind of the formation cards are really expensive as well, and that's why these players may be a bit higher priced. And also having the 4-3-3 formation means you're going to have to pick up players in the centre mid position, which is fairly hard when most of the Bundesliga has some fantastic cams and some fantastic CDMs. So it was kind of a good head start with Gundogan already being as a centre mid, and we're also looking up some other centre mids. I'm not too sure on who I was picking up. I was looking for Sebastian Schweinsteiger, and I wasn't expecting his price to be as high as it actually was, but I didn't actually go and pick him up. But we're looking for some wingers as well, and again, wingers are kind of low on FIFA. There's more, not on FIFA, on the Bundesliga, sorry. And there's quite a few left mids and right mids, but no wingers. I think Afla is the only left wing. I'm not too sure, like, decent one. So I actually go and pick up some right mid plays into right wing and left mid plays into left wing, and they obviously go for quite a bit, and especially if you want them in the 4-3-3, because obviously that is the more suited formation for them. I was looking to see if it was cheaper to actually buy the player in the midfield position, then move them up to a winger, but that wasn't an option. So I was just looking at some plays here, and I was actually looking for Andre Schürrle, the now Chelsea player, because he's actually a fantastic player. Very, very good stats on this game, and I really wanted to try him out because I was in my mind I was going to go and try him out, but now he's transferred to Chelsea. I just decided that he no longer plays in the Bundesliga, so why should I play him? It kind of defeats the point of these transfers. I try and use the transfers best I might do. Like I said, Felipe Santana still plays in the Bundesliga, and now he plays for FC Schalke, so I thought it's alright if I pick him up in his Borussia form. We actually go and pick up Elliot there for 2,900 coins, which I actually think was a fairly decent buy. And looking on here for a right wing, we actually looked at Shaqiri, the Bayern Munich Switzerland player, and I actually picked him up for 2 and a bit K, which again, a fairly decent buy, being that he's obviously it costs to put him up in a in the right wing formation, but he's going to be our right wing. We've got Elliot as our left wing. We've still got a striker and a couple more centre mids, and the striker we're looking for was obviously Marco Reus, the speedy player, plays up front, well, centre forward, moves to striker for Borussia. But we're still looking for these centre mids and actually go and pick up Thomas Müller, the Bayern Munich midfielder. Very, very good player. Again, quite a few informs. Fantastic team this season card. Shame it's a right wing, but if it was a centre mid or something, he would be absolutely amazing. Some fantastic stats on that card. But I do pick him up for about 11.5k, which it may have been a bit too much, but well, it was a decent amount at the time I went to look for him, but moving on, he seems to be a bit cheaper when I go to resell him, should I say, when I look for alternative players. But we just need one centre mid, I believe, and a striker. So we're looking here for a Schweinsteiger. Like I said, I was thinking he wasn't like, maybe like, at first he was like 35k, I was thinking, or something. And then I thought maybe a bit cheaper. So I was like searching, I couldn't find him anywhere. And it's turning out he's going for like 50k by now or something. And it was absolutely ridiculous. So I just decided, no, I didn't want to waste 50k on that. So I've got 3 players still to get all the players down the middle of the formation, should I say. The goalkeeper, then a midfielder and a striker. So we go and pick up Adler, the Hamburg goalkeeper. Again, number of different versions of him. He's got his team of the season card, multiple inform cards. I picked up his upgrade card. And moving on to the striker, I was thinking of Aubameyang, but he was going for a bit too much there because he is recently transferred. But I actually go and pick up Marco Reus, and it's just decreasing his price, making sure I got the best buy possible. 12,000, well, near 13k for this player, which was definitely worth every coin. He's a fantastic striker indeed, guys. I definitely recommend trying him if you haven't yet, because you will be out of your mind. He's so pacey, got fantastic shot and skills. Definitely recommend picking him up. We then go and pick up Luis Gustavo, the Brazilian centre mid, who plays for Bayern Munich, and he normally plays as a CDM, gets moved up to a centre mid. I thought he'd work fairly well in that position, mainly because he's got the, like, he will sit back a bit, play the defensive role in the centre mid, while the other 2 players have got high work rates at both attacking and defending, so they can help support the attack as well. So it's a kind of attacking team, especially with the right backs and left backs, because both Piszczek and Alaba both have high attacking work rates, which doesn't benefit me too much. You'll see later on, not spoiling anything. But I'm looking for some badges here. We go and pick up the Bayern Munich badge, or FC Bayern, and go and pick them up. I'm one of those Bayern fanboys. Well, I wouldn't say like Bayern all the way. I'd support, well, if I was to be in the Bundesliga, I probably would support Bayern Munich. I've got nothing wrong with Borussia. I know they're rivals, but I still think both of them are quality teams. But we go and pick up this FC Schalke kit, the blue one. I thought that looked fairly decent, and also I actually go and pick up the away kit of Borussia, the yellow and black kit, for 900 coins, I believe. And that's a fairly nice kit, decent contrast. I like those kits that contrast a bit, but I'm going to apply that. And we are just going to go have a look at stadiums now, because obviously the Bundesliga being a much more popular for and major league in Europe and in FIFA, there's more stadiums. So I was looking at the Allianz Arena, and actually go and pick that one up. You just saw whiz past your screen for 750 coins. Very, very nice looking stadium in terms of IRL, real life, as well as in game. If you guys haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out on the Google Images, because that is one piece of amazing architecture. I definitely really like that stadium. But we are now back to go and play some games. Everyone has sold, well, basically we've got 2 players remaining still to sell from the second Bundesliga squad. We have just below 100k, I believe. Like, I think we've got 90k to spend. So if I need to upgrade players around about, or if I don't like any players, I can easily swap them out. And we've got plenty of coins for contracts and stuff like that. So we're going to go in the first game of this episode, and we come up against a BPL squad here. And he's going to start off the scoring in the 16th minute with Loic Remy with some in-air through balls. And this guy was a bit of an abuser of the in-air through ball. I like it as well, but this is what you call abusing it. Ready? 1, that's his second. That's over the top again, should I say. And Remy finishes there to get his second in the 59th minute to make it 2-0. Straight from kickoff, though, I lose the ball here. He goes on the attack. Just runs blistering pace down the field. Quick 1-2s. Get lucky there. In-air through ball, no surprise. And Remy's going to finish that to get his hat-trick before the hour mark. We then move into the 73rd minute. His goalkeeper throws it out here. Thomas Vaughan. I don't know why I thought it was Thomas, but Vaughan throws it out here. And I thought Alaba could maybe keep up with Hatem Ben Arfa, but Ben Arfa speeds past across net there, and Remy is going to finish that to make it 4-0 in the 76th minute. Then move into the dying moments of the game, and this was where I was just so frustrated. It was a very frustrating player to play against. And Matip just comes in there with a fantastic tackle, I believe. I thought I got the ball because he pushed it out to the side, but obviously I must have ploughed straight through the player, and I got an immediate red card there, which wasn't too good, especially first game, because now I'm going to have to fix that centre-back issue. But he goes and makes it 5-0 there with an annoying crab, especially when you're already losing for 4-0, and he goes and makes it 6-0 here with Podolski. Showed there that Matip was missing. I had no one there to stay back, and I was just fairly pissed. And you know, you don't want to be losing that bad in the first games, and you don't want to not score. So I just decided to go and score with Adler, you know. You always got to get some motivation, make sure you scored, and I've got no idea what I'm talking about. I was just really annoyed. But we're going to swap out Matip for Alonso, the player we've recently got in the pack, which we won Division 1. He's got 80-odd pace. Think he'd work quite well there. And we come up against a Brazilian squad here. Some interesting players you don't normally see in the Brazilian squads, but we're going to start off with the scoring here. Yes, guys, Gundogan is going to come downfield. I took a note from the previous opponent's book, and that is going to be an in-air through ball into Marco Reus, who's going to start off the scoring for this Bundesliga squad with a header over the top of his keeper. A nice tackle there from Gundogan, doing his defending duties as well. And I thought I could maybe get around him. Stupid skill move, and I didn't mean to run straight into him. I A, did the wrong skill move, and B, it just horribly went wrong. Hernandez runs down the field here, gets into the box, stupidly rushed there with my centre-back. He gets very, very lucky there for it to bounce straight back out to Robinho, who somehow, being a fairly small player, somehow out-jumps / headers my two 6-foot centre-backs, I believe, well, especially Felipe Santana. But he then does an in-air through ball into Robinho, and he cheekily chips it over the top of my player to make it 2-0 in the 68th minute. And that was all the game wrote. Very close game. I was annoyed with the we lost. I really expected we should have at least got a draw. I thought I could have easily got the win there, but two of Robinho's goals there to secure him the total of 3 points. But now the squad, hopefully we can get Matip back in. As you can see there, it's a fairly close game in terms of the possession wasn't too far off. You normally see that possession in a normal game, and the shots weren't too unsimilar. It's just he took his chances and I didn't take all mine. But guys, this is coming to the end of the episode. If you like the episode, remember to hit that like button. Also remember to subscribe to stay tuned to this series, and any feedback in the comments would be muchly appreciated. Thanks for watching. This has been Chronic Rush. Until next time, adios.